Hello, everyone. My name is Adam Soresko. I'm one of the founders here at Pathmapp. And joining me here on stage is Andrew Herman, my co-founder, and Jeff Farkas, one of our lead developers. Pathmapp is here to help you see your app through your user's eyes. Now, Pathmapp is actually Andrew and my second company together, because for the last 3 years, we've been developing apps for great companies. But time and time again, we kept seeing the same problem, that mobile app conversion is consistently lower than our websites. Now let's repeat that. Mobile app conversion is consistently lower than our websites. So to solve that problem, we built Pathmapp. Now on the web, to increase conversion, we use a tool called A/B testing, which is great because on the web, everything's in real time. But on mobile, it's not, because we're constricted by approval processes and users having to download every one of our updates. And that's a huge buzzkill for mobile conversion. And we realized that we needed to fix this. And I'm going to have Andrew show you how we did it.
So to show you how Pathmapp works, we'd like to show you a real-world application. Imagine, all of you, if you could, that all together we work at the Stuffington Post. This is the most delicious Thanksgiving blog on the internet. And if Zuckerberg is still in the back, actually, we're looking for a chief gravy officer, so hopefully he'll join aboard too. But as a blog, we're really concerned about converting our free readers to paid subscribers. So what we'd really like to do is test our sign-up screen to see if we can perform a little bit better, if we can get people to sign up a little bit more. So through the magic of tech demo expedience, my good friend Jeff over here is going to start a test, and all of this is filled out for us. But this really should be very easy for you guys to follow along. What we did was uploaded a couple interface files so that we can run test A, the small button, versus test B, the big button. So let's go ahead and create that test. But you know what? Before this test actually goes live, I'd like to explain to you guys real quick what will happen the second that it does go live. The instant that Jeff hits that button, 50% of your users will start to see the small button, while 50% of your users will continue to see the big button. Now, that's great. So let's go ahead and go live. Over the next couple of weeks, Pathmapp is going to be collecting data from each and every one of your users so that Pathmapp can decide which one of those buttons is guaranteed to be more effective for our users and our application, the Stuffington Post. So we fast forwarded a couple weeks here, and we can see pretty easily that the B test won, the big button won. And that's awesome because now 100% of our users will be getting this screen that is guaranteed to convert more for us. But we still think we can do better. We're not happy with 40.5%. The problem is we don't have enough information yet. So let's go ahead and look at our device. Luckily, over the couple weeks that this test was running, if we could please look at our phone, Pathmapp was collecting data from each and every user, each tap, drag, tap, and swipe over the 2 weeks that this test was running. So Jeff, if you don't mind, can you show us what that data looks like? So this is really powerful stuff. What we're giving you guys here is heat maps so that we can discover opportunities to optimize our interface. We're really excited about this. And you know what, Jeff? While we're on this screen, I'd like to know how the other screen tested. Can we look at that? Thanks. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but we discovered something really important here today. People are way more interested in tickling our turkey than they are signing up for the Stuffington Post. So guys, this is great. This is really exciting technology. And it'll be really easy from this point on. All we're going to have to do is get our designer to redesign that interface, put it back up on Pathmapp, and you're going to see conversions like you never dreamed were possible for the Stuffington Post. We're really excited to bring Pathmapp to you guys, and we think that we're bringing you even closer to your mobile application users than any technology has ever done before.
Thanks, Bud. If we could go back to the slides, please. Now, isn't that great?
We thought you'd like it.
But all of this should be familiar for you. None of this is very innovative because we've been using A/B tests and heat map on the web now for over a decade. but it's been very, very missed in mobile for over 4 years. So what Andrew just showed you finally brings mobile A/B testing up to all of our expectations of the web. We're also here to tell you that we're going to be pricing Pathmapp to meet those same expectations. Pathmapp, the entire platform, yes, we will be offering absolutely free of charge for 45 days. And at the end of that free trial, we're going to slide you right into our tiered pricing model, which covers all size apps. So let's recap. 1, Pathmapp gives you heat maps, so you can see interactions from every single user inside of your apps. 2, Pathmapp gives you mobile A/B tests in real time. And 3, everything that you've seen here today will be offered to you for 45 days absolutely free. And starting right now, we're signing up beta testers. So please go to pathmapp.com and sign up today so we could help you see your app through your user's eyes. Thanks, everybody. My boy.
Hello. Heat map's really cool. That's really cool.
That's actually where the technology started, and we iterated.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. How do you think about, I mean, it's an obvious question, how do you think about positioning the product versus Mixpanel and Kissmetrics and some of the more, some of the mobile analytics tools that have more features and more types of things?
That's a really good question. From day one, we did not want to be an analytics company, so we removed that word from everything that we ever did. And what we're doing is we want to work alongside of them. And eventually down the road, we'd love to be able to work with their APIs so you could sign into Mixpanel or Flurry and get the data to understand exactly where users are falling off, and then use our heat maps on that specific screen to be like, well, okay, we could use that to run a better A/B test, so let's do it using Pathmapp.
To be used together,
Yeah, I'm curious about distribution on something like this. So, you know, you're going to charge very small price points, I'm assuming.
It's going to vary. We want to cover everybody from your indie developers and have a low price point and tier it all the way up to bigger companies, upwards of 2,000 and more.
Okay, but how do you do that? How do you get those customers? Or is it inside sales, or are you doing it totally online?
We're doing it all by data. So we want to grow with our users.
Doing it all by?
I'm sorry?
Doing it all by what?
By data that we're collecting. So the heat maps, we're collecting a lot of data. So as users, build their apps and get more users, we want to scale with them, and we want to get rid of that really hard piece of upselling. So by doing it by data that we're collecting from all their users, it's very easy to upsell them as they grow.
How do you build the front end of the funnel?
I'm sorry?
The front end of the funnel, right? You have to. How do you get a lot of people, to the front door here so you can convert them over? Is that through inside sales? Is that all online? What techniques are you planning to use?
Sure, so that's, this is a problem that faces any startup, I think. In our particular case, we're really looking to gain some heavy hitter, front-end clients through inside sales. I mean, we've already been in talks with a couple of people that are here at TechCrunch today, people that are really interested in integrating this, at a very high level. Obviously, if we can get the brand partnerships to build trust in our brand, that's going to be a huge home run for us. Other than that, pretty traditional techniques. We're going to be really, really good to our early adopters. Where, I'm a developer, and so it's a passion of mine to make this a really developer-friendly tool. So we want to come in through the back door with developers, as well as using things like inside sales to really attract people commercially too.
Can I follow up on that? I didn't hear your question. I'm sorry. It's not great sound up here. Two more things out of that. One, he said big brands. We want to get big brands using this first. Two, our previous company together was Appic, which is a mobile app agency. So we already have a very big footprint in the mobile space. So everything that all the network that we build there will be, exactly where we go first.
From your guys' perspective, what's the hardest thing you've solved for?
What's our biggest challenge?
No. What's the hardest thing you've solved for?
There's a couple. I would say the real time. We put so much time in R&D to abide by Apple's guidelines. So everything we do is okay with them, and which is great because we already have an app live in the App Store with our technology already approved. So which is great.
Yeah, I would say part of our elevator pitch is that this technology has existed on the web for well over a decade, and it's a super mature technology at this point, and it's a no-brainer. Anybody that has an e-business needs this tool. What we're basically trying to do is bring the standards for mobile A/B testing up to where people are already expecting them in the web.
Do you guys think of the mobile analytics players, whether it's funnel management tools like an AppSolar or more the traditional tools like a Flurry? Is that friend or foe for you guys? Do you think of yourselves as complementary, or do you imagine overlapping that capability over time?
You want me to take that one? Or?
Sure.
Okay. As I said, we want to be right alongside of them. So we definitely do not want to compete with them. That was what we said from day one. All those companies are doing it very, very well. We shouldn't compete. It'd be pretty dumb on our part. So we saw this niche where we could help people specifically on screens drive more conversions, because that's what it's all about. We all want to make more money. So we got to drive conversions, and that's really where we're playing.
I think we're good. All right, thank you guys. That was
guys.
Pathmapp.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.